What's goody? Just got a cut, boy. Fresh cut. How's it looking? But yeah, man. I mean, you can kind of see from the charts. Took an unfortunate L today. Today was PPI, so that in itself was probably not probable conditions, but I've traded PPI, CPI days, and I've won. Doesn't mean it's, that doesn't really necessarily mean anything, but yeah. I saw my setup and look at my shoot. Saw my setup and I executed. Coming into the day, we were at all-time highs. So this data highs. So data high and data just came out as bullish on PPI. We were pretty bullish. We created all-time highs on ES, which is this line at 65.65, and all times on the Nasdaq was 24.069. But yeah, the trade was based on a tap into these hourly fair value gaps. You can look right there on NQ, tap those fair value gaps, and we didn't necessarily tap anything and sweep anything on ES, but I saw that on NQ. I was like, okay. But then with that, we made 5-minute SMT with data lows. So you can see at 7:30, made SMT right there. Well, actually not at that low. I targeted this low because we swept it. Let's go on the 1 minute. We ended up sweeping that low, that data low. Failed to do so on the S&P, and so I mean, look at this. What I'm hovering over my mouse, we just had so many SMTs, so I'm just gonna get rid of like some of them. I'm just gonna get rid of the 1 minute. We have a bunch of 1 minute SMTs, right? Another SMT right here. I'll get into that. I'll just leave that. So this was the trade. What the trade was based on, this 5-minute SMT, and then we also have another one. But after that, I'm looking on ES to take the trade on because ES is a leading index. We have this retracement, which we come into 5-minute equilibrium. Also, you can say from this low to these highs. Come and retrace. After that, I'm waiting for a break of structure. We broke structure to the downside right here, and then after that, we got this push up at equilibrium. I need to see a 1 minute break of structure, so we're looking at this high. We make a new high, so we're looking at that high. Now we made a new high again right here. We broke above. I put a limit order to enter right here. We also have this fair value gap that ends up getting disrespected, but I got a limit order right here. Got filled at that same spot, and bro, we literally almost got stopped out the first minute into this trade, and we didn't get stopped out. We got saved by 1 point. This could have been the reverse of the century, the save, luckiest trade of the century, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna put executions on. I don't know why it's not showing. Maybe because I'm not logged in. I think that's the thing. Yeah, I'm not logged in. Okay, there we go. Yeah, executed right there. Didn't get stopped out, and ended up getting stopped out at that point. Yeah, I mean, it's just so unfortunate. We reversed after almost getting stopped out, and then I could have easily moved stops at break even after either hitting these equal highs or getting back into profit, but I decided to not to, and I'm still proud that I didn't, because it's literally a lesson learned from the past. In July, there was a case where I exited my position way earlier than I was supposed to. I moved stops at essentially break even before partials got hit or anything like that. And I learned my lesson. I used that lesson today. And unfortunately, it just didn't work out, but let's say in the future, what if after hitting these equal highs, right, I move stops at break even. Let's say we get stopped at break even, and then we reverse and hit our initial target. I would feel like pretty pissed off, and especially today. If that happened, I move stops at break even, we get stopped out, and then it pushes. I would be so mad at myself because I would literally be thinking about that same scenario about a month or two ago, and the whole point of everything is, especially in losses, is to learn from your mistakes, learn just from in general. When you make or when you lose, you're gonna figure something out, and then yeah. But it's just unfortunate today. I know some people would, or most people, if not everybody, would just move stops at break even after being saved. And I thought about it. I was like, well, maybe the market is gave me a gift from not stopping me out and then reversing, so I should move stops at break even. But nah, I'm gonna be disciplined. I'm gonna be, I'm gonna learn from the past. And yeah, I lost today. It is what it is. Two unfortunate things. It's unfortunate that the first two trades that I upped my risk, I end up losing. It's also unfortunate. That like every time. Well, not really. Now I'm thinking about it. I was gonna say it's unfortunate every time I do a recap. These last two losses that I've done it like earlier in the day, but that doesn't even make sense. How is that unfortunate? I guess because you can see my executions, but I mean that's really it. Because on my last three wins, you couldn't see my executions, but that's dumb. I don't even know why I mentioned that. But yeah, today was PPI, so maybe that it just wasn't probable conditions. Because look at this. I mean, this is just horrible. I mean, I don't know what was going on NQ. That wasn't happening on ES. So what else do I want to say is that during the trade, I had the full expectation after like the minute into the trade I was gonna get stopped out real quick, and that would have sucked. But I mean, seeing this reversal with this candle closing, we get a break of structure, and also we close this 5-minute gap. I had confidence in the trade, but also what I've seen in the past is that we rarely or never hit data highs, especially if we hit these data lows. We are not just going to sweep it and then go all the way to ideal. I mean, in the past, like in like a year ago maybe, but like what I've seen recently, if we have high impact news like PPI or CPI, we're not going to hit those data highs. And so I told myself that, but the technicals in the chart, they look good. I mean, we come in tapping this 5-minute gap, and I thought I was just telling the chart, I was just telling the trading universe or whatever, the trading gods, that I was like, bro, just come on, we're like 4 points away, just 3. We were literally less than 3, or just 3 points away from hitting. I was just like, go to all-time highs, just hit those highs for me, But obviously the market had other plans, and looks like we just took out sell side. And also during this point, it looked like a good short opportunity because we had another SMT in the making. We swept out these highs up here, failed to do so on NQ, and then we're coming into this gap. It honestly looked really good, but I wasn't just gonna reverse my position like that. But yeah, maybe it's a lesson learned. Don't target data highs. But like, bro, look at my RR already. This is a 1 to 1.3. If I targeted these equal highs, and you could have been like, move your stop up, but like, bro, I would literally got stopped out. The fact that I didn't get stopped out right here was just so like, such a blessing and lucky. But and then not getting, like, imagine this trade play out. Oh, that would have been crazy. But it is what it is. Tomorrow is the big day, so I don't even know tomorrow I should be trading. It's really really volatile. The thing for me that I have in my little notebook is that we create a big imbalance pre-market, whether that be from news, whether that be from like Trump news or just like this type of news, then I'm taking the day off. But like as you can see, this was CPI candle, right? This hourly candle, or this is news PPI, and then when market open, we kind of dumped. That's kind of what I want to see. Like if we're just gonna keep like rallying and pumping, then yeah, or like vice versa. If it was bearish news and we just kept dumping for the day, then yeah, I would have like told myself, I'm taking the day off. But market gave us a pretty decent setup. Again, the setup was fire, in my opinion. It just simply didn't work out. And yes, I did check. Let's see, or I did check on ES when I saw these equal highs right here, and look at that. We literally swept those lows on ES, the macro chart. I failed to do this, but still, I mean, we're coming into this 5-minute or this news candle imbalance. I thought it was a pretty good setup in my opinion, and technically it was. It just didn't hit my target, which was these data highs. And also, it's just unfortunate. So after seeing this breaker structure with this candle, I thought we were ready. I didn't think we were gonna like dump. Cause imagine if I had my stop loss like right here, cooked. Like anywhere else but where I had it, I would have been cooked. And yeah, I mean after seeing like, you can just imagine the feeling I had when I saw this candle after being like in drawdown like this much. But then I just like, anything can happen, dude. Just because it's looking good, looks like it's going in your direction, doesn't mean anything until the trade is done. You hit your take profit, and then after that, you close the charts and you go on with your day. So it's unfortunate, back-to-back losses like this, upping the risks, seeing the P&L go down, seeing the account balance go down. Take the same trade, of course. I had the same entry, same stop loss, same RR. Aligned it perfect. Let me see actually the P&L I had for this account, because I actually don't know. So I lost $8 more than I on the live. And now the account balance on the live is just not looking like it once was. It was looking so good. Gotta make sure you can see it because the other day, because my face cam is in the way. But here it is, total P&L. I'm transparent. I'm gonna show this stuff. This is for me and to look back on, and I'm gonna be proud of myself in the future. So I'm gonna remember these times and appreciate these times. Gotta appreciate the times where everything goes right, and then when things don't go the way you want. So yeah, so total, adding it, 336. Lost about, what is that, 54 dollars, 654. So yeah, today I honestly should have risked like, because if you're risking 350 2 trades and you lost both of them, you should be down 700. So I should have really risked like 250 today, or like maybe less, because 109 minus this 109, at least on the XFA. But on the live, should have risked it like, I don't know. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But at least Solana is pumping. I have a little position in that. And at least Bitcoin and everything is pumping as well. Just unfortunate, man. Oh yeah. I made a little video back then, but I still have Hood and Nvidia. I have about 7 shares in Hood. Hood just had a summit yesterday, and they just got added to the S&P yesterday or on Friday. So that's why it's like we're at all-time highs, 123. And also Nvidia's coming back as well. We were at like 160 like a week ago, I believe. We were at like 160 something. Now we're pumping again. But I'm yapping. I gotta do schoolwork now. I gotta go class later as well. Just unfortunate. Now we're at like 600. I don't know how much I should risk. Honestly, I should probably risk like 200. I don't know. Maybe 250, and if I lose that, I'll have left 350, or maybe I risk 350 again. But like this is like, all right. Let me get a sip of water because I still have some stuff I want to talk about. Really unfortunate how much I've lost. Okay, I did lose less today than I wanted to risk, so that's good, but yesterday really is not good. It's looking like deja vu, man. Like, essentially the first week of August, lost 2 in a row of risking, like, somewhat high of a risk, and then which forced me to dumb down my risk, lower my risk, and that's kind of what I need to do for the next trade. And what if I lose the next trade? It'll literally be deja vu. 3 days in a row of losing trades, like 3 exact trading days in a row, and 3 straight losses. And then next week too, like look at next week. That next week I didn't take a trade, right? What is next week? I know what next week is. We had the Fed fund rate coming out, so it's gonna be crazy. So obviously I'm not going to be trading this day. And then, who knows, this day could be like pretty choppy because of anticipation of the Fed. And then this day I'm not trading because it's essentially no news. And then this Thursday, we'll see. But like, it's kind of looking like deja vu. Either I don't take a trade next week, or like it can't make, because the only days that I'm willing to trade is Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And so Tuesday could be, I don't know, it's just something to look at because it's just looking like deja vu, like just based on like the P&L and the winning days and the losing days. So I just got to keep my head down. These past two. The thing is, these 2 trades, I'm really not mad about. Like, the trades itself, it's just unfortunate that I lost. These, though, like, they were questionable because they weren't really, if I had to remember, I don't know, I was just coming off vacation. My mental was messed up, and my, just my mental, because my diet was off. I wasn't getting enough sleep. And just, I don't know, I wasn't in the 100% than I usually would like to be. So, talking too much. I'm just going to end it like that. Unfortunate loss. What are you going to do, though? I thought this was going to... Damn. This wasn't the point, but, like, I would have made 420 today, which would have like covered my losses yesterday. That sounds not good because it sounds kind of like you're chasing. Like, I gotta make my money back today, but it's reality. I mean, I would have made my losses back from yesterday. But what did I say? Each loss puts you closer to a win. That's how probabilities and the numbers game work. So we move on, put our head down, and keep working hard, keep working smart. I'm out of here. 1% better every day. Just because we lost doesn't mean we can't get 1% better. Just because we had 2 back-to-back losing days. Just because if we lose the next trade we take, if we lose that, doesn't mean we can't get 1% better every day. So I'm yapping. We just hit the 20-minute mark. Tomorrow is a new day. We have CPI. Maybe won't trade tomorrow. Maybe we do. Tomorrow's the last trading day potentially of the week because I'm not trading a Redfold or News Friday. And then that next Monday is no News Monday. And then Tuesday is the next potential trading day. So that's it. I'm out. God bless. I look good. I don't necessarily feel good because I lost today, but blah, blah, blah. Goodbye. God bless.